Hello everyone, DeckTrolls here. So today I have for you guys my Silent Magician deck. And honestly, I think it's a lot of fun. That's about it. It's just fun to do. I love Silent Magician. She's honestly really pretty. And it's fun to get her out in the field. So, let's get to it. We got 3 Silent Magician, level 8. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned by Silent Magician level 4, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. If this card is unaffected by your opponent's spell effects. Alright, we got 3 Silent Magician level 4. Each time your opponent draws a card, place 1 spell counter on this card, a maximum of 5. If this card gains 500 attack for each spell counter on it during the standby phase of your next turn. After the 5th spell counter is placed on this card, you can send this face-up card with 5 spell counters on it into the graveyard. Special summon 1 level 1 Silent Magician level 8 monster from your hand or deck. You got 2 Silent Magician. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by tributing 1 spellcaster type monster, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card gains 500 attack for each card in your hand once per turn. During either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can negate the activation if this card destroys... negate the activation, yeah. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon 1 Silent Magician monster from your hand or deck, except Silent Magician, ignoring its summoning conditions. And you got 3 Gravekeeper's Recruiter. When this card you control is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Gravekeeper's monster with 1500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. And 1 Gravekeeper's Headman. If this card is summoned, you can target 1 level 4 Gravekeeper's monster in your graveyard, special summon in attack position or face down defense position. You can only use this effect of Gravekeeper Headman once per turn. This effect is unaffected by Necro Valley. We got 2 Skill Dark Magician. Each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card. When that spell resolves, maximum 3. You contribute this card with 3 spell counters on it and special summon 1 Dark Magician from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Got 1 Dark Magician. 1 Chaos Sorcerer. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing 1 light and 1 dark monster from your graveyard. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field and banish that target. This card cannot attack during the turn you activate this effect. Yeah, 1 Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. If this card is normal summoned or flip face up, add 1 spellbook spell from your deck to your hand. Alright, now for the spells. We got 3 Level Up. Send 1 face up monster on your side of the field that has a level in its card name to the graveyard to activate this card. Special summon 1 monster that is written in the card text of that monster from your hand or deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. You got 3 Silent Burning. During the battle phase, if you control a Silent Magician monster and have more cards in your hand than your opponent, each player draws until they have 6 cards in their hand. This card's activation and effect cannot be negated. You can banish this card from your graveyard to add 1 Silent Magician monster from your deck to your hand. 1 Card Destruction, my bad. Each player discards their entire hand, then draws the same number of cards they discarded. 1 Spellbook of Power. Target one spellcaster type monster you control. This turn it gains 1000 attack, and if it does, each time it destroys an opponent's monster by battle this turn, you can add one spellbook spell card from your deck to your hand. You can only activate one spellbook of power per turn. You got 2 Spellbook of Secrets. Add one spellbook card from your deck to your hand, except Spellbook of Secrets. You can only activate one Spellbook of Secrets per turn. And 3 Spellbook of Knowledge. Send to the graveyard either one spellcaster type monster you control or one other spellbook card from your hand or face up from your field. Except Spellbook of Knowledge, you can only... Oh, and if you do, you can draw 2 cards. You can only activate one Spellbook of Knowledge per turn. Alright, we got 2 Diffusion Wave Motion. Pay 1000 life points, then target one level 7 or higher spellcaster type monster you control this turn. Only that monster can attack, and it must attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. The effects of effect monsters destroyed by these attacks do not activate and are negated. 1 Gold Sarcophagus. Banish one card from your deck face up during your second standby phase after this card's activation. Add that card to your hand. 2 Swords of Revealing Light. Flip all your opponent's monsters. Flip all monsters your opponent controls face up. This card remains on the field for 3 of your opponent's turns. While this card is face up on the field, monsters your opponent controls cannot attack. Now for the traps, we got 3 Present card. Your opponent discards their entire hand, then draws 5 cards. You can only activate one present card per turn. And 3 Dark Bribe. When an opponent's spell or trap card is activated, your opponent draws 1 card. Also negate the spell or trap card activation, and if you do, destroy it. Alright guys, so that is my Silent Magician deck profile. So tell me what you think. What did you like? What did you dislike? What would you do to improve it? Please comment below. I like when you guys comment. Remember, I have 100+ budget-friendly decks. There's going to be a lot of fun content coming your way, so please make sure to like and subscribe. And most importantly, have fun!